Welcome people, Mother Main Homesteader here. Today is Monday, June 16th, 2020, and it is a beautiful evening today. It was a gorgeous day today, and today I am joining you from inside the gazebo here on the homestead. I know I haven't uploaded anything new recently, so today I thought it was really important to do a video on what you should have in your preparedness bag. To me, everybody should have a preparedness bag. It should be a bag that it's ready to go when you need it. If anything should happen, especially during these uncertain times that we're living in right now, everything is so unstable, and it's becoming to a point where you can't even be certain of the next day. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's getting really, really volatile out there. Anyways, I just want to dive right into it because I don't want this video to take forever. And I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch an hour-long video. Everything in this bag is something that I believe that you should have in the bag. If you don't agree with my opinion, that's totally fine. You don't have to, and if there's something that you see cool in the bag that you say, oh, I never thought of that before, that's cool too, because there's going to be descriptions, there's going to be links in the description below where you can find everything inside of this bag. And if I can find the stuff for it, I know I bought everything, I just don't know if they carry it still. This bag has been sitting ready to go for a few years, so I don't know if everything in this bag is going to still be available from the places that I purchased it from. Okay, so let's just dive right in. Number one, what should your preparedness bag really be? Well, the number one thing you want your bag to be is durable. It should be a good quality bag. We paid about $129 for our bag at the time. I'm sure they're probably a lot more by now because everybody is, trying to jump on the wagon and prepare themselves for catastrophes, whatever. So yeah, it should be a good, durable, sturdy bag. It should have plenty of pockets, plenty of space. It should have, number one, it should be durable. Okay. Number two, it should have plenty of storage. It should have like little areas outside the bag where you can hang things, where you can like little compartment traps and things like that, because you never know what you're going to need, and you never know the things that you might collect along the way if you are in a situation where you have to leave your home and go somewhere else and start living on foot. So let me show you what the bag we have. It's a Maxpedition. I guess it's supposed to be like an expedition type of bag, whatever. But yeah, we paid $129 for this bag at the time, and it's pretty big. It's a good quality bag. You can see the back, the front. It weighs about between 30 and 40 pounds. There's a lot of stuff in this bag. A lot of the stuff in this bag is bulky. But yeah, we believe that we should have the things in this bag. So let's just jump right into it. In the first compartment, which is the front compartment. Every bag has one of those front zipper compartments, and this item is something that I believe everybody should have, only because it will enable you to collect wood, to build shelter, to just basically whatever you need wood for. You can do it without gasoline, without electricity, or whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to rest this on my knee right here. So the first thing that you should have in your bag, ours comes in a little pouch, is what you call a handheld chainsaw-like type of thing. It's like a saw, okay? This is what it looks like. You just unravel it. It comes with the little handles so you can wrap it around. You put your hands through it, and you wrap it around the circumference of the tree, and you just start sawing. So the little slots right here, where you put your hand through and just, wrap your hand around it like this. You throw it around the tree, and you just go in back and forth motion like this. And you just, saw down the piece of tree or whatever that you want to take down to build shelter, to collect firewood, or whatever. I've actually used this here on the homestead before, so I know it works, and it works really, really well. The razors on it, the teeth on it are really sharp, so caution when using. So that's number one thing, and I put this in this little front pocket right here because I'm always running to the bag to get things like this. So these are the things that I have right in the front pouch, because I do run, I go to this bag even when, nothing is happening, only because I use the things in this bag. Okay, so the number two thing that's in this bag, again, it has to do with wood, and this is called the Pocket Box. It's a handheld saw. Okay, you just basically, and you want to get a good quality one of these. You can find these at Walmart, but everything we have in this bag is quality. So yeah, you just open this up like this, and you use this saw to take the limbs off the tree trunks, or not tree trunks, but the trees, you know, bases and everything that you're taking down with your little saw that I just showed you, the chainsaw, handheld chainsaw, whatever. And I use this all the time to shave, to saw off the limbs off the trees that we cut down for firewood and stuff like that. So it just folds right up like this, like that, and it goes right back in its little box. Okay, that's number 2. Okay, now let's dig in here and see what else we got. Okay, so these, I got a couple of bottles of potassium plus iodine. These are to protect your thyroid in case any kind of nuclear war broke out, you know, radiation, to protect yourself from radiation in your thyroid, stuff like that. So these are a couple of these you should have in your bag at all times. Okay, like, again, you may not agree with me, but you know, to me this is important. This is stuff that I just try and think of everything. You know, if we're out on the road or something, we'll walk on the road and anything can happen, man. I mean, I'm serious, anything can happen. I mean, I may be a little extreme, but that's fine. I can be extreme, I'm allowed to. Okay, another thing that you should have in your bag is a good pair of tweezers. Okay, now these tweezers actually have a little light on them. You see that? And the reason why you want tweezers is because you need to pull out splinters, pull off a tick, you know, anything. You could need a set of tweezers for anything. Tweezers are so very important to have in your bag. I can't express how important a set of tweezers is for your bag, your preparedness bag. Okay. We also have these little headphones in the bag. I'm not sure why, but they're in there, so there must be a reason for it. And let's see what else is in here. This is an empty pouch for our little flashlight. I probably forgot to put back. And that is it for the little front pouch. So let's go over what we have in the front pouch. We have the handheld saw. We have the handheld chainsaw to cut down a tree. We have 2 bottles. We have 2 bottles of potassium plus iodine to protect our thyroid in case of nuclear war, or nuclear bomb, or whatever, protect ourselves from the radiation. A good pair of tweezers with the little light on it if you can find it, and an empty pouch that houses a flashlight. Okay, so that's in that bag. That's in that first pouch. Okay, and the second zipper, which is the next level up of the storage area. Okay, so this is where we're getting into some good stuff here. Okay, the first thing everybody should have, I'm sure everybody's first thing that everybody would put in their bag is waterproof matches. I don't have enough of these in this bag, but that's because, you know, you just have to go over the bag and make sure that you got everything in that bag. But I do have some waterproof matches in this bag. It's 2-pack. That should be good enough. We like to use a flint instead of like matches and stuff, but these are always good to have in your bag, and always have like a waterproof bag to put them in as well. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, another very, very important part of any preparedness bag that you should have in your bag is a surgical suture kit. Okay, this is, I can't tell you how important this is. If anything should happen when you're out there and you get a deep gash or a wound, anything, man, and you need to sew yourself up or have someone sew you up, this is what you're going to need. Okay, it has everything you can think of, and this is pretty inexpensive too. Has all the tools that you need right there on that front part right there, and inside here you got all your suture thread and your needles, and it's just ready to go, ready to fix up a wound, ready to patch your wall up and set you off to do your next little project. But this is incredibly important to have in a preparedness bag. It's also very important, say if we didn't need, you know, say if you weren't worried about getting your house overrun or something like that, and you know, you feel pretty confident that you could hold the fort down, you know what I mean? It's still very important to have one of these even in your household. So yeah, I'm going to make sure I provide the link in the description below for one of these, because everybody should have a suture kit, a surgical suture kit, and you can get them right online. You don't even need to be a doctor to get them. Okay, so another thing that we have in this bag is our Cadian. It's a water filtration system. You can take water from any place and filter it and be able to drink it. Okay, so this is the one that we have. Okay, and I'll let you see what it looks like. So the basic idea of this, okay, so this is the system right here. This is the little gadget right here, okay? And it comes with a hose that you hook up to the side right here, and you throw this part into the water. Okay, this little sinker type of filtration thing into the water. You put this part right here, and you just do a pump in motion like this. And there's another hose that comes out over here, where it pours out the filtered water, okay? And this is good, I think, for 100,000 uses, which is pretty dang good. So we got this, and we got extra hose, and we got extra filters for it. So yeah, this is another excellent thing. I'm pretty sure that most of you already know that you should have something like this in your preparedness bag anyway. But make sure that you do get something that's going to last a while, and always make sure you have a backup filter for whatever drinking water filtration system that you might be carrying in your preparedness bag. Always make sure that you have extra filters, because you know, you don't know the next time that you're going to be able to get more filters for your drinking unit there. Okay, so always make sure that you have extra of everything. Like in that suture kit, there's extra sutures and extra needles, and you can't predict the unpredictable. Okay. Another thing that we have in here are some batteries. We have a huge stack of batteries here. There is 30 AA batteries for our flashlights or whatever. Whatever you need batteries for, that's what's in here. Obviously, you can't use rechargeable batteries because there's no way to plug in to recharge your batteries unless you have a little solar system, which we do as well. But I don't think that's in this bag. I think it's actually in another area in our area over there. Anyways, it should be in here, but it's not. I think it's because we were testing it out. A lot of the times we'll go into the bag and make sure everything works still, and we'll just be absent-minded and not put it back in. But it's not like an absent-minded where it never goes back in the bag. It's just like one of those things where you just recently use it. I'll know when I go through the bag if we have it in there or not. Okay. So another thing we have in here is just a simple first aid kit. This is just a regular first aid kit that has everything that you would need, you know, to patch up a cut or, you know, whatever. I mean, it has Neosporin in here, it has liquid Band-Aid, it has some surgical tape, alcohol, gauze pads, has everything, sting relief, poison ivy cream, everything. It has everything in here that you could possibly think of if you ever needed anything, burn cream, everything. It's all in here, okay? So that's another thing that you should have in your bag is a really good first aid kit that's a little compact, just like this, and has everything that you could think of, Band-Aids, everything, right in here. And this is not the same as a suture kit. This is like for minor cuts and burns and things like that, where you just need a Band-Aid and some ointment and stuff like that, okay? Alright, what else do we have? Okay, so we have a good knife as well. This is a good knife. Pretty sure this is a SOG. I can't even read that because these are not my reading glasses. I don't want to cut myself. But anyways, yeah, you should have a good... It's cold steel, not SOG. It's cold steel knife, okay? And this is a really good knife in case you need to skin a deer or whatever you need to do. Really, really good skinning knife right here. It's a good, dressing knife if you need to dress an animal that you just took down in the woods. Really good, nice knife you should have. And this will probably not be in the bag when we're, you know, if we ever, God forbid, have to go out there in the woods, in the wild or whatever. This would actually be on our hip through a belt loop, and this enables us to do that right there. So this is a cold steel knife. I'll provide the link in the description below. Very, very good knife. High quality. Recommend you get one. It's a good dressing knife. Okay, another thing we have in here is a sharpening stone puck. It's like a little puck. It's a sharpening stone for our knives. You should always have some form of a sharpening stone inside your preparedness bag. You need to keep your knives sharpened and you know, ready to roll whenever you need them. You don't want to be working with a dull knife because what's that going to do? Okay, so this is, and also with your sharpening stone, you should always have your stone oil, and this is what you would put on your stone when you're sharpening your blades. Okay, you can actually use this for your knives, your axes, your hatchets, your machetes, anything. And you should probably have a little sharpening of a little book inside your preparedness bag as well. We already know how to do these things, so we don't need the book, but a little book that tells you how to sharpen a knife properly, or sharpen an axe, a knife, machete, whatever you have, just to know how to sharpen them properly, because there is a way to do it, and you need to do it properly. Another thing that we have here is another sharpening little tool right here. This is just like if we have like something small that we need to sharpen, like a little fillet knife or something like that. We have this right here. Okay, so that's something else that you should have in your bag if you plan on having, like, fillet knives or whatever. And another thing we have in here is, yep, you guessed it, it's a flint. This is not the good flint, but it's a backup flint that we have, to spark fires and enable us to start our fires without actual fire. I really don't know how to open this because, oh, there we go. Okay, I haven't used this in such a long time because we used the other one that we have. All right, so this is what it is. Okay, right there. All right, and you just close it up like this. Well, you can see why we don't use this one, because it's not a fast process to put away, and that's not cool. Oh, there it is. I just wasn't doing it right. Anyways, so we got a fire starter tool right there. And what else we got in here? Okay, obviously a compass. Not sure what this is. An empty box, probably for the compass. What else we got in here? A good, we have a utensil set right here. We have 2 of these in the bag. It just basically has your spoon on there, your fork, a knife to cut like steak or whatever, and a bottle opener, and of course a cork opener right over here. Okay, so that's another good thing to have in your bag. Is a utensil, Swiss Army type of utility thing right here. Okay, you can get these out of Walmart. This is pretty inexpensive. Okay, put that, and it comes in a little pouch too, so you can put it back in a pouch and keep it nice and clean and quaint. And let's see what this is. A compact antenna. Okay, so this is antenna. I'm pretty sure this is for our handheld radio that we have. So this is another good item to have, and if you need to catch a signal, you plug it right into the headphone socket right over there. Okay, and this allows you to catch a signal if you're in an area where you're not able to get a good signal in for your emergency radio. Okay, so let's put all that stuff back over there. So that was in the second compartment. So recap. We got the cold steel knife, we got sharpening stone and oil, we got the suture kit, we got a utensil contraption here, a fire starter, flint, whatever, your medical band-aids and everything, okay, your batteries. The most common battery to use is AA, but you should also have some AAA in there as well. Not as many as the AA, but you should still have a little supply of AAA as well. Again, your suture kit, your water filtration system, okay, waterproof matches, and headphones for I don't know what, but we'll find out what that's for. Okay, so let's zipper this back up and see what's in the next compartment. Okay, so the next compartment of our preparedness bag, we have, I think there's 2 of these or 1 of these, a stainless steel cup. Okay, this is something that's very, very important to have handy inside your preparedness bag. You need to boil water in here. If you don't have your water filtration system, and you need to drinking water to sanitize your drinking water, you need a stainless steel cup to burn over your stove, your fire, whatever, to sanitize the water, to boil water, to cook in, whatever. It's very, very important to make your coffee, whatever. I mean, you're probably not going to have any coffee anyway, but very, very important to have a little container like this on hand inside your preparedness bag. You definitely need this to sanitize water, to cook with, whatever, man. You know what I'm talking about. And this is proves what the headphones are for. It's our radio. You should always have one. This is a solar radio. It's a Voyager Pro, and this is solar operated. Okay, there's a solar panel right there, and it also comes with a little light right there. And right over here, you can plug in if you need to charge a phone or whatever. Right over here, you have the little outlets to plug in the USB, micro USB, and whatever else. That the antenna goes in the back as well. You can use a battery, you can use a solar crank, or you can use an adapter. This is what this is. Okay, so we got one of those emergency radio, and what we have here: potassium iodide pills again for protecting your thyroid. Can never have enough of those. And another bottle. Okay. And another bottle. Okay. So we have 5 bottles so far of potassium iodide. Oh, look at what I just found. I see. I knew we would put it back. This is the solar panel, and this is just the kind that you would want inside your preparedness bag, because it's compact and it's going to produce enough juice for you to, if you need to charge a cell phone or whatever you may need. So this is what it just folds out like this, okay? And the panels come out like that. That's the solar panels right there. We actually tested this the other day, and it works beautifully. And well, where do you plug everything in at? Well, right here in the back, okay? So this back area right here is where all your stuff is going to be. Okay, so this is all the adapters that it comes with right inside there. I don't know if you can see that, but it comes, there's like a little adapter right there, and there's a USB adapter over here, and it also comes with these interchangeable adapters that for whatever product or electronic equipment that you're trying to use. Okay, it comes with this, so you can basically plug in anything that you may need to plug in and get some juice that way. So another thing that you should have in your preparedness bag is a travel size, a good quality solar panel set that will enable you to get electricity for emergency purposes. Another thing that you should have in your bag is a good survival handbook. Okay, this is something that should be in your bag. It's like a go-to type of book where if you needed an answer quick, how to do something, how to fix something, how to find a solution for anything, you know, it's right in here. And we got this by John Lofty Wiseman, and I'll also provide the link for this book in the description below. Very, very important book to have in your preparedness bag. You need to know it, especially if you're first, like you've never done this before, and you really need to, and you're really under the gun, and you need to know how to do things. You have no idea what to do. That's what you need. We also have one of these in the bag. I mean, why not, right? It's a little spice container. You can pick these up at Walmart for I think like $5 or $6. It has the salt in there. It has the garlic powder, the black pepper, the cayenne, the curry, paprika, and you notice all the spices that are in here are actually very, very good for you. Okay, so what else do we got? And that's like not a necessity, but you know, if you can put it in there and fit it, then go ahead. Another thing that we have in here is a good set of 3 blades. These are also very, very good knife set. Again, for dressing an animal, for whatever you may need it for. And it comes in a little pouch like this, and it's conveniently lined up in a way where it goes large, you know, it goes small, big, and large. So this, we've actually used this before when we hunted a turkey, and they're really good knives, and they fit right here, right in the palm of your hand like that. And it's very good knife. The good knife set, very good knife set. I really love this knife set. I will provide a description, the links in the description below. And here's the upper size to the small. Okay, again, they all pretty much, you know, that's how you hold it. Get a good sturdy grip, so you enable you to field dress an animal or whatever, man. And this is right here is to skin the animal right there. That little skinning hook right there. Okay, and this is a good knife set. It's by Remington, and I don't know. I think we got this at Cabela's when we were shopping through their store before. And a few years ago, we got this at Cabela's. Okay, so another thing. Good knife, 3-knife set. Okay, different sizes. You never know what you're gonna need it for. Oh, look at that. More spices. Let's see what else. Oh, wait a minute. I did it again. More potassium iodide. Okay. Okay, so that's what's in that one. And there's a little pouch inside the bigger pouch here that I'm gonna go through right now. We have another compass. Okay, you can never have too many compasses in your bag. And right here, what is this? We have. Oh, this is the filters for our water filtration. This is the extra filters I was telling you about. Okay, like I said, always have extra filters on hand for anything that's important. We have some paracord here. Always need paracord inside your bag. You never know what you're gonna need paracord for. Build, hold together shelter or whatever. And we also have another sharpening puck inside a little pouch over there. Okay. Like I said, we're the type of people that like to make sure that we are prepared, and we don't like to be like caught in a bind where you wish you had it but you don't, type of situation. So, and to prevent something like that, you always got to make sure that you have extras on hand. Another thing that we have in here too is a poncho, and another thing of pills. Yeah, so you can tell we're really worried about nuclear war. So that's what we got. And recap. So we got 6 pills of potassium iodide in there to protect your thyroid. We got a poncho in here, weather poncho, 2 things of spices. Okay. Put all this back. Our stainless steel cup for boiling water, for sanitizing, drinking water, for cooking, whatever. 2 compasses. Well, 1 compass in this pouch. Okay. Our replacement filtrations for our water filtration system. Our compact solar charger system. Okay. Our handheld emergency radio system. Okay. Our 3-size knife dressing knives. A survival handbook. Oh. And our eating utensil knives. Okay. I mean, spoons, fork, knives. Okay, zip that one up, and let's move on to the other one. Okay. And the other zipper is right here in the back part, right here. Let's see what's in here. Okay. All right, so I think there's only like 1 or 2 things in the back, and this is like really tightly in there because everything's so packed inside the bag. All right, so. So the other item, make sure I only got 1 thing in there. Yeah, this is the only thing that's in the back, and it is a foldable shovel. Nobody wants to be stuck out there in the wilderness or in an area where you're going to have to dig a hole to sleep in, dig a hole to put your fire pit in, anything. You don't want to sit there and use your hand or a stick or whatever. You want to be prepared, and so you should have one of these compact foldable shovels. It comes in a little storage container. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Okay, and it just unfolds like so. See that? And there you go. Alright, and this is by Gerber, and I think we ordered this online. Pretty sure we ordered this online. I don't think they have these in Walmart. But yeah, this is a really good shovel. It's really handy to have something that you most definitely should have in your preparedness bag. Like I said, you're going to need to dig. No, without a doubt, you know where you're going to be, wherever, you're going to need to dig a hole. Most definitely for a fire. A good fire, you're going to need to dig a hole in order to keep the weather away, you know, raining, things like that. But whatever, so yeah, a shovel should be on there, and like I said, I don't have it with me, but a good hatchet is always attached to this bag, but we were using it the other night on the firewood. Like I said, this bag is not only a go-to bag, but it's also a bag that we go to on a daily basis. We always go to this bag to get something to use here on the homestead. It's a very, very good bag. There's some little things that are not in there that that should be in there that I didn't add yet. We have our 2 canteens right here, and when we boil our water or collect our water from the water filtration system, we can just fill it up in these little canteens. There's 2 of them on the bag. Our hatchet axe should be on this bag. Like I said, that should also be in your bag. You should also have some sort of wool blankets inside your bag. A 100% wool blanket that's real compact and easy to roll up and just strap it right on the back of the bag or on the side of the bag. It has enough compartments to put anything on there. Our flashlight should be in this bag, but it's not, but it should be in this bag. So that's another thing that you should have in your preparedness bag, is also a flashlight. You should also have a good pair of wool socks in there, some wool gloves, hats, everything should be in the bag in case you find yourself in a climate where it's going to be, you know, real cold, or you need to keep warm. Even if you're in an area where it's hot in the daytime, the temperatures are going to drop to where you're going to be freezing at night. So you need to be have some sort of blankets or, you know, accessories to keep yourself warm at night. Anyways, so that's what should be in your preparedness bag. I suggest you guys start preparing to get a bag if you don't have one. Work on getting a bag ready, because it's the number one thing. One of the number one things that, one of the top 5 or top 10, top 5 things that you should have already ready to go inside your house. Because like I said, if you are a believer that things are deteriorating really fast, then and you don't have one of these on hand in your house, you should please go out there and get one. Start putting stuff in there that you feel that you should have on hand. But remember that don't put any unnecessary things inside your bag. You don't need bags of chips or anything like that in there. You don't need makeup. You don't need deodorant or anything like that. Maybe a bar of soap so you can wash up in some water or something like that. But as far as, like, you know, things to make you smell nice, or, you know, little, you're not going to worry about that when you're out there trying to survive. Anyways, thank you for joining me for this video on what you should have in your preparedness bag. Be sure to get a preparedness bag if you haven't already. And I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, do so now. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload something new. Again, thank you for joining me for this video. I'll see you around on the flip side again, folks. And peace out, stay safe, and make sure you're aware of what's going on around you. Stay abreast with, you know, the news and everything. Stay safe, stay strong, and we'll get through this. Whatever comes our way, you just gotta be prepared. You don't wanna be out there with your pants down and get slapped on the ass a couple of times. Peace.